That's why I said to that one guy, just come to the gym one day.
Yeah. If you have
Once.
one good day where you eat clean, you drink a lot of water, and you like you did. You got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway, you got a good day in.
Yep.
That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be another good day, and then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum.
Right.
You got some momentum, you could change everything.
Yep.
Many times in my life, I've felt like I could slip the wrong way, and I see it. I see the dark hole, and I go, fuck that, and just go the other way. The problem is when people fall into that dark hole, they think that defines them. But it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't define you. It's just you right now. You could be totally different tomorrow. You're a human being. You can think, you can adjust, and there's so much inspiration. If you curate your feed correctly and you don't follow a bunch of knuckleheads, and you can go and check out a lot of cool shit.
Oh, man.
And you feel
Yep.
good about it. You get fired up, and you want to do good with your life.
Kids?
Stuff. Yeah.
My son stubs his toe, my heart drops, man.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Falls on the ground, I'm like, what the fuck?
Isn't it crazy? Did you ever feel so vulnerable in your
Oh
life?
my God. I'm terrified of the world now. Terrified. I'll be driving my car, I'm like, you gotta slow down, man.
Do you think of people different now that you have a kid? Do you
100%. I'm way more, I'm way more like, I'm more scared of the world. I feel like I'm more loving now. I also, if I have friends who are shitty dads, I barely hang out with them anymore.
Yeah.
I hold resent against them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that little dude needs you so bad, man.
Yeah, yeah. Now I feel the same way. Yeah. You know, the thing is, like, I feel sad for people who don't make the transition. You know, there's a transition to being a father that some people resist.
Yep.
Where it becomes a primary focus of your life. It becomes a big deal. But if you make that transition, the love that comes out of that and the change that it brings about in you and the benefits for your child, they're so substantial.
Oh, I mean, and it's so cliche. It's the best thing I've ever done. Straight up, man. I've had a cool fucking life. It is by far the best thing I've ever done. I want a squad. Because the love I get from that little dude, I'm like, 3 of you would be even cooler.
Yeah. Are you going to have more?
Yo, 100%.
You're working on it right now?
Yep, 100%.
Shooting live ones in
Trying,
there?
man. Trying. It's fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this thing's working, but whatever. You got a fucking tail. A tail.
Yeah, they say take zinc. Take zinc and magnesium.
Now I'm taking all these weird pills.
Yeah.
Get that.
To get the loads.
Get that cum going.
You got to save your loads, too.
I know. Yeah,
save
you're not
your
supposed
loads
to jack
until
off.
the big day.
Yeah, I went to a fertility clinic and they were all, when's the last time you jacked off?
They
Like
say
right in
that
front of
to
my
you?
girl. Yeah, I'm like,
Looking right
damn,
at you?
bro.
You're like, I don't.
Damn, dude. I mean,
Never.
I forget.
Never.
I
I don't even
forget.
do it. I don't need to. Look at me, bro.
Dude, I had to go give him a sample.
Yeah.
Just see how my guys
Did you
are
try
swimming.
to fill the cup?
Dude, well, first of all, it wasn't very professional at all. They're like, oh, just go down there.
Was your girl with you when you had to give him the sample?
Yeah, man.
Tell her to help you?
She was like busy talking to the guy in there. She was like talking to the doctor. He's like, he'll just take you to the back. I'm like, all right, yeah.
So you had to jerk off knowing your girl's in the other room?
Dude, so I walk into this room. It's this Mexican dude just like, hey, man, just go in there. Don't touch anything. Just fill up the thing.
Oh, my God.
And he goes, and oh, yeah, the porn's on here. And it's like an
fuck
old school
outta here.
TV, VCR, like old school. I'm like, dude, I don't need any of this. I have a fucking cell phone. Like, what the fuck? Ever heard of Pornhub, you fucking old dinosaur? Get the fuck out of here,
What,
man.
you got a
And he goes,
VHS tape for me?
he goes, we have magazines down there. I went,
Barf.
what are you, from the 70s?
What kind of
What are you,
bacteria is going to
Marty
be on
McFly?
those sheets of paper?
Oh, I know. Get the fuck out of here.
Other dudes' loads and lube.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah. Ugh. How sterile. I would have been
super shady.
I would have told my wife, "You're coming with me."
Dude, I felt like it was embarrassing too. I hand him the thing in a bag and he just looks at it, takes
Look
it
at your
out.
loads.
Oh, dude, I felt
smells
sick.
it. What if you open it up and smelled it? It's
Nah,
like,
you good, man.
eat a lot of asparagus, bro.
And then when you're walking back, just everyone knows that you're coming back. You just get done jacking off.
Yeah. You should walk up with your arms up in the air like you scored the winning touchdown. Yes.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
Fuck yes.
But what happened? This is my thing. And I went kind of down to Eddy Bravo conspiracy. I'm like, what if we're like, damn, your sperm's not good, dude. We're gonna need more
And
loads.
they take your sperm.
They take that. They're like, he's a
Make some babies.
big dude. We're gonna use his genetics.
Right.
And
Make
then they
some
sell
babies.
that shit black market. There's a bunch of little browns running around.
You know what has happened many times, more than once, is these doctors at fertility clinics swap out other people's cum for their own, and they have a bunch of their own babies running around. Like these people have wanted specific genetics, and this one redheaded doctor just shooting loads of the cups, and then everybody's like, "Hey, why does my fucking kid have red hair?"
The fuck?
Yeah,
why is he all
doctor got
redhead
arrested.
nerdy, man?
One doctor got arrested. I think he fathered like 100 children.
Oh my god.
Yeah, something
Bad
crazy. Crazy person.
Dude. Or awesome. Giving back to the world.
I think he's just a crazy person because I
Spread
think
a seed.
Yeah, he was running a sperm bank or a fertility clinic, one of those, and he just decided, nope, it's going to be all me, all my loads out there.
Dude, don't you think for like a retirement plan for these athletes?
Is this the dude?
Yeah,
What is that image?
that's him.
Oh,
Okay, he looks like
there's
shit.
a bunch of these.
52 counts.
There's a bunch of these guys. There's not just one.
This
What?
was 1992.
92?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like
Dude,
real
he got
recent.
280 years in prison.
No. Oh yeah, shit.
He got prison for that?
280 years, son.
280 years for jerking off.
Who could be
Could be
sentenced.
sentenced. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, don't you think if you're a retired fighter, let's say, or athlete just in general, like Herschel Walker, someone paid him $1 million for him to blow a load into a cup.
did you ever watch the HBO expose on Bikram from the Bikram Yoga?
Oh, yeah, he was fucking
When he was
here
here, he is. Indiana fertility doctor used his own sperm. This is 2016. Around 50 times, papers say.
Wow.
This is a recent guy. I think there's been a bunch of these guys throughout history. I think they should test every one of those guys. They should make sure that they're not doing that. Anybody running a fertility clinic, I think it's just like you get bored over and over again. Guys are jacking off in the cups, and you're like, you know what would make my day exciting? If I take out this load and put it in
British
my
man,
load.
600 children.
There you go.
Wow.
Fathered 600 children at own fertility clinic. Wow. Repeatedly using his own sperm at fertility clinic he ran.
That's some sketchy
See?
shit, man.
I'm telling you, this is a normal thing. Guys are gross.
Guys are gross.
Men are gross.
Have a woman run that thing.
Women who are anti-men, listen, I swear to God, we're not all like this, but I get it.
I get it, too.
I really do get it. I talked about it in my special.
There's some creeps.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it in this last special. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
If I was a woman, I'd be a feminist. I
Yep.
get it.
Yep.
We're fucking gross. But not all of us.
Not all of us.
I would never jerk off into 600 cups and pretend it was someone else's
That would
loads.
never even cross my mind.
That's not me. But I know that there's guys like that out there. That does not surprise me in the slightest. But if he's some fucking fat, gross guy with a little tiny dick and some woman with this banging ass and little tiny waist, big old titties comes in and she's like, you know, we're just trying to get pregnant. We're really struggling, so we decided to go the sperm donor route. Like, yeah. We got a super athlete, and he's a genius. Another guy.
He's a
fertility
genius.
clinic. Doctor used his own sperm to father 11 kids. Look at this guy.
Check out
Old
that
ass.
wig he's wearing.
Look how old he is.
Dog. That wig
He's
was
got a broom on his head.
awful. Jesus.
Is that might actually be his real hair? He might just be,
Fuck no.
I'm gonna see another image.
That's the worst wig I've ever seen.
Let me see that. No, that's his hair, man.
Nah, I don't think
Hold on.
so,
Back
bro.
it up. Back it
That's
up.
a
Back it
lot
up.
of hair.
Back it up. Pause. Go full screen.
No, you can get
That's
wigs
his hair,
like that.
bro.
I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
so,
no,
dude.
No, that's his hair.
That
Look, you can
is
see his
a
scalp.
wig. You can get wigs like that, dude.
Bro, that's his hair. You
No
crazy. He's just got
fucking way.
whack hair. Why would you get a wig and get it all gray and fucked up
Because
like
you're
that?
90.
Well, if you're 90, like, why do you want a wig? Would you just want your head to be free?
He's trying
like
to fuck
this?
bitches, bro. He obviously has a problem.
When I was in when I was 9, I got molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Don't laugh, Brendon.
I'm not laughing.
Why'd you laugh?
It's just
That's fucking rude.
It's such a curveball.
I know. Can I just say something? I'm going to say it again, and if you smile, I'm going to leave.
Okay. But
No, I'm
hold
being
on.
real. If you smile,
not-
I'm
All
gonna
right,
fucking leave
hold
because
on.
That really fucking
All right,
broke me.
No.
All right, hold on.
All right, so
Give me a
I swear to
second.
fucking God, dude.
I know.
Give me
I
a
will
second.
leave, Chin Chin.
All right, hold on.
You can't make a joke and
That's not, that's his name.
All right, but
that's not his name.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Chin Chin.
Chin Chin.
All right, give me a second. Don't.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
All right.
I just wasn't ready for that. Like,
I understand. I'm going to say it again, and if you smile, I'm going to leave.
Well, don't. All right, hold on.
we can't threaten a smile.
All right, just hold on. No, because then you're gonna laugh. Don't laugh.
Don't
Seriously.
laugh. Get serious, B. He's opening up here.
When I was, you ready? Don't cover your mouth though either.
Hey.
You can't cover your mouth. Because the thing is that I'm telling you something that's like I'm vulnerable about
I know,
it, and I'm
man.
expressing
I'm trying to
a
be
truth
cool.
to you.
Hey, dude. You got to
And-
get serious.
And if you cover your mouth, I just feel like you're laughing.
Nope, let's do it.
All right.
This is,
So when I was 9, I was brutally molested by a guy.
You can't say brutally.
Why?
Because that's a curveball.
Why is that?
Because don't say
It's not-
brutally. And look at Chin now. Don't,
It's not a curveball.
don't say brutally.
You did
Yeah.
add some
All right, don't add.
adjectives there.
So when I was 9 years old, every day for a summer.
You can't throw shit in there.
Why?
Because you fucking. I can't.
Why can't I?
Every day.
Oh, shit.
just wrong.
I'm going to hell.
I'm just
Then
adding.
it started off brutal.
I'm just adding more. Yeah. Yeah.
Every day, you couldn't avoid them, for God's sake.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't. All right, let's try it again. Don't. Just.
No, all right, how about this? How about
All
this? I'm not going to add more information. The information that I have
we
already
got
on the
it.
table,
Okay.
you expect that, and I'm not going to add more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hold on.
So when I was 9 years old, every day for a summer, I was brutally molested by a guy with Down syndrome. And I'm going to let it slide. That was pretty good.
I'm not smiling.
That was really good.
I'm not smiling.
Yeah, that was really good. And I'll tell you why every day. Is because he okay, so I lived in Minnesota. People don't know. And
You did?
Yeah.
I
For
mean,
8
that's,
years.
That's land of the blonde giant.
Yeah, I know.
And
You must
were-
have fit in.
Edina,
great
Minnesota,
there.
I lived. And there was during the summers, there was like a field, but in the winter, it's like an ice skating rink.
Sure.
And there's a shack in this field. So there's a Zamboni. You know what a Zamboni is, right? It cleans the
Cleans
ice.
ice makes it all smooth.
Yeah, right.
For the hockey.
So during the summer, there was like a pretty big shack, and there was a guy with Down syndrome that lived in it.
He was a man? A grown man?
He was a man.
Okay.
And he had candy on these rafters, and he would lure kids in with the candy.
Wow.
And he wouldn't you didn't suck his dick or anything like that, but he would show his penis, right, and then like squeeze your ass. It was like weird, you know. But like I didn't give a fuck about it. I just wanted the candy.
What kind of candy are we talking?
Like the dipping ones, dipping dots. I
yeah,
love
I love
those, right?
Yeah.
So every day, and this is connected to my addiction. I'm willing to do anything to get what I want,
That's interesting.
right? So even as a kid, it's like I want the candy. All right, if I have to suck this guy's dick, well, it's bad for me because a guy with Down syndrome's penis is different.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did it look down?
I don't really remember, but it was just like it did. Didn't look down, he says.
These are legit. I don't know, man.
That's not why they call him Down
I'm
syndrome.
spitballing
Because
ideas here.
I want you to look at my face.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Don't play innocent.
don't play innocent.
That was a play on words.
No, it was
Yeah.
not. I'm for real curious.
I don't want to. So there are people who have children who are down. Let's not.
No, we're not making fun. No, we're not
No,
making
we're not
fun
at all,
of it.
B.
We're
When
not
you
making
bring
fun of
that
it.
to
Yeah.
attention like that.
But I'm not a
Let's
doctor.
be
I'm not a
sensitive.
doctor or a scientist. But no, it doesn't go down.
So you did that for the dipping dots,
Right.
God damn, you want
Not
some
dipping dots.
How did you threw in dipping dots?
That's why I thought he
No,
said
the
dipping dots.
dipstick.
We're all throwing things in here.
Yeah.
And so he was like, if you want that, suck this.
He didn't say it. He
Yeah,
doesn't talk like that, but
Don't paraphrase it that
Yeah.
way.
Well, that's what happened in a nutshell.
right. So then check this out. So then that happened. And then when I was 12, my dad is an alcoholic, and he has to have this refrigerator in the garage. And my mom used to stock it with liquor. And so I just every night would go into the garage and just get drunk, even before school. That's how my alcoholism
Damn.
started, right? And then,
Really? At 12?
So then when I was 17, this actually happened. I was at a recovery center called Ocean View Recovery Center. It was in Oceanside, California. And they have this thing called knees to knees. So it's basically what you do is you sit in front of your parent and you touch knees on 2 chairs. But then all the other kids' family, they're around in a circle around
God,
you.
It's so embarrassing. I'm already
It's already embarrassed, right? My brother was there.
Oh, no.
My brother was 14 at the time. My mom was there. My dad.
Your brother can't wait to make fun of you.
Right. No, he does. So check this out. So I'm knees to knees with my dad. And I go, yeah, Dad, when I was 9, I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome. And then you can hear pause in the room. And this is what my dad did. He fucking laughed.
He didn't
And
know-
then it made my brother laugh. Like my brother's like tears coming down my brother's
Oh, my
face.
God.
And then my mom started laughing. And then I start laughing. And they think that we're fucking just crazy.
Yeah.
These
But
fucks are
sometimes your
crazy.
dad probably didn't know what to do. He's out of ammunition.
Well, he did what you did earlier.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's right.
it's such a curveball.
Yeah.
It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
That you don't know what to do but laugh.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we talked about the other day with Eve Edwards. Eve was in here. That's one of those things. Like, and I was saying, when you talk as much as we talk, I talk too much. You talk too much. We talk too much.
Yes.
When you talk too much, shit comes out of your mouth.
You're gonna
then-
step in some shit.
and then you're scrambling, trying to like make it make sense.
Joe, I can't. I didn't listen to the podcast with these. I like these. We don't know each other that well. The thing that bothers me about this is I couldn't even tell you the point I was trying to make. If someone's like, give us $1 million, tell us the point you're trying to make. Like, I forget. I remember I had Kevin Leon, and then I remember before that, I was 20 minutes deep into explaining why I think DC is the greatest of all time, besides you as a commentator, why he's the future of the sport. And then before that show, me and Brian were talking about something with race and men and women, and somehow that entered my brain, and I have no animosity toward it. This is why it doesn't make sense. I have no animosity towards UFC Tonight. It's one of my favorite shows. I've worked with Karen Bryant for over 10 years. She's a good friend. Woodley, DC, Kenny Florian's good friend. Bisbing's a good buddy. I don't know Eves. I work with the team on UFC Tonight. I love those guys. I just had Jimmy Smith in and on my show who works, there. It makes zero sense. And then I was in St. Louis and I started to get texts from someone involved in that show. I won't say their name. And he goes, "Hey man, some people are upset here about what you said." And I'm like, I can't even tell you what I said. And he tells me like, "What?" And then Chin goes, "Hey man, I'm seeing online about some of this stuff." He goes, "Should I edit it out?" I went, "No, we never do that." I go, "Don't edit. Let me deal with it. Let me see what I say." Because that makes me look even worse if you cut it out. It looks like I was saying something that I wasn't meant to say. And then, Eves was upset. And then me and Eves text back and forth. Again, I don't know him. Brian works with him a little bit on certain stuff for help or something like that for shows or what he's trying to do, which is great. Everyone should talk to Brian, if you're friends with him. And then I sent Eve a text, his number from Brian. And I thought it was over, squashed. And then I was doing PR for my Below the Belt show in New York. And someone brought it up. And I went, "Oh, man." Again, I meant no offense. I come up with about 10 hours of content a week. I can't even tell you what I was saying. I messed up. Whoever had problems with it, if it was Eve Edwards, that's his own insecurities, which is so stupid. Because I couldn't even tell you what he should be insecure about. It doesn't make sense. And then as soon as I get done with that interview, I get a text from my brother's list. He goes, "You're an idiot. You resurfaced that story." I'm like, "Oh my God." And then, and so I text Eve again. And then Eve comes on here, right? And then I haven't listened to it. And then, I text Eve like, "Dude, I don't want to keep going through this. I meant zero offense." I've texted Karen Bryant, DC, Woodley, literally anyone that you see tonight. This business, especially entertainment, this better than anyone. It's impossible to be successful in this business. It's a fucking monster. I'm willing to help them out. I want the help. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to criticize people. That's not what I do. That's not why I signed up for this.
You just got caught on a path when you started talking about something.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that we do, the best part about it is there's no script.
The best and the worst.
It's the worst
because I have to deal with this.
Sometimes it goes haywire. you know, but
it didn't go haywire. My biggest issue is whenever someone was hurt by my words or is upset by something I said, then I'm like, I don't know Eves that well at all. But I lost sleep over. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? I have respect for him. He's a pioneer at 155. Again, I love all the people you see tonight. I watch the show all the goddamn time. They're my friends.
you just went down
it
a
makes
path
zero
and you got
sense.
stuck. And you tried to just make sense of your words.
Makes no sense. I apologize to Eves. It's all good. I told him open door policy wants to come on the show. We can talk about him there, but yeah, I put my foot in my mouth. And I hate to tell you, it's probably gonna happen again. I wish I could say it's not. It's probably gonna happen again.
That's part of what makes it fun, is that you are really working without a filter, working without a net. You're trying to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And sometimes you take some swings and you miss.
Yeah.
Even
You miss a
swings
lot.
I can't even tell what ball I was trying to hit. I can't even tell you. I was taking swings at balls I wasn't even know what I was hitting. So sometimes that shit happens, but
it happens.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I mean, I've done it 100 times on this podcast, said some shit, and I was like, what the fuck did I even say that for? Like, I don't even know what was going on in my mind. And sometimes, like, when you're trying to form a sentence, like right now I'm trying to form a sentence, right? Like, sometimes while you're thinking about it, you're like, this isn't going so good.
I know.
Let me try to make it sound better, or let me try to see if I could rescue this for the people that are listening and make some sense. And then it just makes it more cloudy and more fucked up.
And it's hard for people to follow, and you're just like, oh my God, I speak for a living.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on stage? I was going through my set, and I've been doing it so much lately. I'll be in the middle of it, and in my mind, I'm fast forward to already the next bit, and I'm thinking about that bit while I'm doing this one. Have you ever done that? Or
Yeah, you gotta
am
be
I
careful
crazy?
about that.
I know, because I'm not
Yeah,
present.
don't do that.
And you know what happened? Is I skipped over a part that was new and I thought was gonna be a home run. I skipped over it.
Yeah.
And then I went back and because I recorded it, right, and I didn't realize I was doing the moment, and I listened. And I go, oh my God! And I remember in my head going, dude, you're here on third. You're in first base. You're looking at third already.
Yeah.
You missed second base. You're not even in the moment.
That's hard because there's like you never know how you should think when you're on stage. You're doing the bit and you're just trying to perform the bit right. And if it's going well, then you start thinking, okay, this is going well. What am I going to lead into next? But while you're still talking about the original thing, you can't do that.
I know. Have you done that before, though? Or am I stupid?
Yeah. No, I've definitely done it.
I was so disappointed in myself, man.
The big thing about comedy, one of the big things is the audience has to know that you are honestly thinking about that subject. Like, even if you talked about it 100 times, when you're talking about it that day in front of those people, they're hearing it for the first time. They want you to be tuned into that subject 100%.
And present.
Yeah, if you're not, they can sense it.
I know. I was so disappointed in myself. I've never done it before, and it was very strange too. Because, and this is what hurts me about the Eve Edwards situation is the guys I look up to, yourself, Gary Shandling, like they always help people, man. You don't put anyone down. They always help people, and I don't have the same platform you guys have, but I like to think one day I will, and I want to help people like you guys help people. Like there's the 60 degrees of separation, and you look at all the lives you've touched, and Gary Shandling, it's insane. That's so inspirational to me. And I was watching the Gary Shandling doc, and I went, man, that's so cool. And that's why this Edwards situation's fucking me up, because I'm like, damn, man, that's not. I don't want to hurt anyone. But back to the comedy, I was so excited because Gary Shandling stuff. Whenever they show Comedy Store stuff, it's just I'm so into it, man. He was talking about the Comedy Store, and I got super inspired, and I was like, let's do this. I've never been more pumped to hit the stage, and then that happened. I was so disappointed. Clubs are always weird to me. You know what's so embarrassing to me? When grown men buy bottle service. And they got candles and fucking flamethrowers. Like, everyone, look at this guy. He's buying bottles. And like, who wants a drink? First of all, you're buying a bottle of fucking vodka for $3,000. If you didn't want this attention, you just want to drink with your friends, that's a $40 night. But instead, you want to be like, everyone gather around. Look at me. Then there's a line outside. You're pretty enough to get in. The rest of you ugly ducklings, stay in line here. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. I remember when I was young, me and my boys went to Vegas. We got a table, but there was like 14 of us. Of course, the waitress who's used to dealing with like Floyd Mayweather and the Fertitas and shit, when she brings the bill and you're like, can we split this 17 ways? She was so pissed. Bitch, we're 22. I have a Tommy Bahama shirt on, for God's sakes.
Are you one of those dangerous guys that doesn't put a case in your phone? You have the fucking
I don't put a case on it.
escape in your on your phone. Your lock screen is the Stonehenge of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, Manhattan Henge. That's sorry.
And you have no case on your phone, so you're a risk taker.
Right. No. So you can think of it as risk taking, or when I got the phone, because I admire how thin this is.
Right.
I'd like technology serving
Sleek.
me. Okay, so what I did when I got the phone, I said, let me do this with it. Okay.
Flip it around?
Yes. Okay. And I reminded myself, why do, in the military cadets, why do they twirl their gun? Of what possible value is this in combat? Why do they do these things with their gun? And then I realized, you're not supposed to drop your gun. Ever. Ever. So if you twirl the gun and you don't drop it, it means stuff can happen to you in combat, and it is always attached to your body. So I said so when I got my phone, I said, let me just do this. Okay, let me just do this. If I pick up the phone and...
Dropped it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So when you do that, then you never drop your phone. So it's not that I'm a risk taker, it's that I've changed my risk to make it so low that it essentially won't happen.
And you got Apple Care. Did you get Apple Care?
No.
You didn't?
No, of course
You don't
not.
get Apple Care?
No.
You're a risk taker.
First, I fix my own damn computer. Second,
How are you going to fix your own damn phone? If the screen breaks, you're going to get in there with a screwdriver and pop that bitch out, put a new one in?
the key word, the key phrase is there, if the screen breaks.
But you're not going to drop it, so you
That's
have to worry
correct.
about
I also carry relatively expensive fountain pens.
that. What happens with that?
I never lose them.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If
So-
you always lose your pens, it means you're not spending enough money on them.
Right, like sunglasses.
Exactly.
I've had the same pair of sunglasses now for a record number of time. Right,
that
when I
meant
say
it cost
that,
you $200 to
I'll
get them.
fucking lose them. They're just my favorite ones.
Yeah,
Actually, I
okay.
got them for free. Shout out to Skeleton Sunglasses.
Oh.
Skeleton Optics. Zeiss lenses.
Zeiss. Oh,
Zeiss.
Zeiss.
Powerful fucking
They
sunglasses.
invented the planetarium projector.
Did they really?
Yes, they did.
They make some badass
1923. 1923.
Yeah, shout out
They
to
invented
Zeiss.
it.
But I've
And
had
you-
these same sunglasses now, I think,
You're doing
for
well
like
here.
6 months. Just these fat, stupid fingers.
So once you once you get that, then it doesn't drop. So it's not that I'm a risk taker; is I've changed the risk so that it's low enough so that it is on par with other risks that you take routinely.
I smoke a lot of pot, dude. This is going to drop if I keep doing this.
Also, the things if you pick up the phone with one hand and it's upside down, you hold it in places where the center of gravity flips it.
But you also have some sort of a skin in the back, which
It's
would aid.
just a sector of Van Gogh's Starry Night. Yeah, but it's not. There's no texture to this. It's
Nothing?
just as slippery
Can I
as.
feel that?